Let's invite up Rachel Bowman from the Department of English. The topic of Rachel's research is the embodied rhetoric of United States Marine Corps recruit training.
Imagine Peter, an 18-year-old Marine in the desert of Afghanistan. He's got the enemy in his sights, and he's cleared to fire. But suddenly he thinks, I'm about to kill a human being. This is not an easy thing to do. To kill a human being is to violate one of society's strongest taboos. And we need to understand that when we send our young men and women off to war. So that's my research question. What does it take to enable Marines to kill when and whom they should in combat? It all starts with boot camp. So I've analyzed what goes on at boot camp using memoirs, manuals, documentaries, interviews with Marines, and my own observations at boot camp. And I argue that what matters is not actually skills like weapons operation or tracking, for example. It's perception. Peter needs to perceive the act of killing as fitting into a larger ethical worldview. And that's why rhetoric is so important. Rhetoric is all about changing people's perceptions. In this case, I argue that Marines primarily use what I call embodied rhetoric, when the action or position of your body influences how you perceive yourself and your actions. For example, let's go back to the beginning of boot camp when Peter's just getting off the bus. He is nervous, and his shoulders are bunched up and hunched over, and his jaw is tight. But then he's ordered to stand on those yellow footprints. And suddenly, he's in alignment with all those people who will become his brother and sister Marines. He may still be nervous, but there is power in that stance. By the time he gets to the end of boot camp, he'll feel like this Marine who says, when you're one of 450 men marching in formation, you could plow through anything in your path. Peter's physical actions have changed his perceptions. He now feels like he's part of a powerful group doing something important. He has joined the Marines, not just physically, but perceptually and ethically. So now, when Peter has to kill in combat, he is not just violating a taboo, he is a Marine doing a Marine's job. This is just one way that the Marines use embodied rhetoric. In conclusion, I'd like to offer some future application of my research. We all know that it's difficult to return from combat. Suicide, violence, and substance abuse are all high among returning veterans. It's my hope that if we can understand how embodied rhetoric works to train Peter to kill when he needs to, we can use that knowledge to smooth his return to civilian life. Thank you.